Welcome to Activism Munich. I'm Zain Raza from Munich, Germany. Today we're joined by Greenwald, the journalist who exposed the NSA documents attained by Edward Snowden. He's also the author of the book called No Place to Hide. Glenn Greenwald, thank you for joining us today.
Great to be with you.
So, Glenn, could you tell us if applications such as Facebook, Google, Yahoo, Skype are safe for our German viewers to use?
No, they're not safe. The companies that operate those services cooperate very extensively with the NSA, in part because they're required to by American law, and also in part because, at least until a year ago, they were very eager and active to do so. So I personally would not trust my data to those companies, but everyone has to make up their own minds about the level of privacy they demand.
So what do you say to those critics that say the growth of Russia and China on the global stage and the dictatorship nations, how would the U.S. counter their influence if it was to draw back on the NSA program?
Well, ironically, right now the U.S. is spending $75 billion a year mostly to destroy privacy on the internet. And when they destroy privacy on the internet, they do things like weaken encryption technologies, privacy protocols, and they actually make the internet more unsafe, easier to attack from other countries like Russia and China. So if the United States spent a fraction of their budget on improving privacy technologies rather than trying to undermine them, they could actually defend their own citizens' communications from invasion by other countries, including Russia and China, and make the internet a safer rather than a more unsafe place to be.
So you've just given us an alternative policy framework that the U.S. government can pursue. What could you tell the individuals to pursue activism to halt this sort of program?
I mean, I think activism, and there's no easy answer to that question. It depends on the individual country. I think there are a lot of pressure points that are being applied by citizens around the world to make their government either curb their own abuses or work to curb the United States'. I think the best thing that an individual can do is to learn the basics of encryption and privacy protection and start using those programs that are available now to build a brick wall around the things that they're doing and saying on the internet, because every individual who does that just makes it that much harder for the NSA to continue to dominate the internet.
Glenn Greenwald, thank you for joining us today.
Great to be with you.